And welcome to the Aspire Arena here in Doha, Qatar for the second day of finals of the 48th Artistic Gymnastics World Championships. Well, Aspire, this venue, is Qatar's visionary sports academy, a unique learning environment comprising of the largest indoor sports dome in the world. And it hosts the women's team final here tonight. This facility has the capacity to host 13 different sporting events simultaneously in a climate-controlled arena. But of course, for 10 days here, the focus is artistic gymnastics, both men and women. And this is the first time that the World Championships have taken place in the Middle East after a century of competitions in Europe, North America, Australia and East Asia. Well, the Aspire Arena, no stranger to gymnastics though, having hosted the Asian Games in 2006, along with the annual World Cup from 2008. But this is Qatar's biggest gymnastics event to date. Here we have our gymnasts warming up. That is the Russian team, Alia Mustafina and Angelina Malnikova. That is the lineup. They are the European champions, placed second in qualification. And agonisingly, their men placed second yesterday in the team event. If you joined us, you would have witnessed an incredible climax to the men's team final, with the title being won by less than 0.05 of a point. And that was won by China. Now, this is their women's team, less experienced. Only 2 gymnasts have competed at World Championship level. They were the third highest qualifiers coming into this team final. But of course, all gymnasts start from zero. Anything can happen today with the format, which can be brutal. 3 up, 3 to count. And there has been, over the last few years, a real rivalry between them. Meanwhile, Canada, on form at these World Championships, put in some fabulous performances. Here we see Ellie Black, their captain, second all around in the 2017 World Championships in Montreal. They were placed 4th coming into this final. Superb performances from them. They'll be wanting to at least replicate their achievements, if not push up into the medal positions. They're followed by Brazil. So strong, coming off the back of 2016. Have some exciting workers. And floor, one of their specialities. And one to watch out for on their team, Slavia Sarajeva, the Can-Can inspired exercise, had everybody clapping along in qualifications. Here we see the Japanese gymnasts. Of course, not only medals up for grabs today, but the top 3 spots will earn a ticket to Tokyo. And here, Mai Murakami placed 3rd all around in qualification. The world floor champion, certainly one to watch, and exciting. And a very individual gymnast. I'll be looking to her for experience. This is Germany. Elizabeth Seitz, very strong on the uneven bars. Came into qualification in 8th spot. Just over a 10th ahead of Great Britain, who were edged out in 9th. So they'll be wanting to push up the ranks. And this is France. They were 7th. Took silver at the European Championships in Glasgow earlier in the summer. Some strong workers, particularly in Melanita Jesus dos Santos. Very good on floor, and Marine Boyer. Solid and consistent. But, medals are all up for grabs. It was close between all of our teams, apart from the leaders coming into this championships. And here they are, the United States of America, so strong, nearly 9 points ahead of any of their rivals from qualification. Led by Simone Biles, who we saw on beam just there. This is Riley McCusker, new gymnast coming through, very elegant performer. Biles, so strong, took a year out from competition, but she has come back better than ever. performed her own vaulting qualification. I'm sure we'll see that again today. And she really is sensational. Remarkable comeback for her, coupled with the fact that the night before qualification she was in hospital with potential kidney stone. Well, it didn't affect her performance there, and hopefully it won't today. Looking strong in the warm-up area as the arena here prepares themselves for the team final. It was such a great atmosphere yesterday in the men's competition. Agonisingly close, as we said. Such a shame for Russia, but China victorious in the end, with Japan coming in third place. All three teams, guaranteed teams in Tokyo. The rest will have to wait for the 2019 World Championships, which are in Stuttgart next year. Let's not get ahead of ourselves today. We're in Qatar, and this is the venue for the next 5 days of competitions. One title has been decided. We have the all-arounds over the next 2 days before the apparatus finals. Doha, rich cultural tapestry that our delegations are enjoying in some of their downtime. It's been a massive investment in their landmark cultural icons. I'm sure it'll be memorable for all of the world gymnasts here. We're moments away now for getting this championships underway. So an atmospheric film to set the scene. These are our 8 finalists. United States of America and Russian Federation begin on vault. China and Canada on the uneven bars. Brazil and Japan on beam. France and Germany start their challenge on the floor. So hello Doha. Hello to the world tuning in to the women's team final at the World Championships. We are ready to meet the gymnasts. I'm sure they'll receive rapturous applause. Here we go, let's meet the gymnasts.
This is the Doha 2018 Women's World Team Final. Let's welcome the gymnasts. Rebecca starting on beam.
Brazil, who start their competition on the beam. Five gymnasts in a team, only 3 up on each apparatus, with all 3 scores counting there. There's no room for error even. And big smiles from the Japanese team, seem to be enjoying the atmosphere here. Brought their supporters with them. They join Brazil on beam for the first rotation. Well, clear favourites for this final to take the title. United States of America starting on vault. It's not a foregone conclusion though, they still have to go clean, but they have such difficulty and produce when it matters. The Russian Federation also joined them on vault in the first rotation. Okay, saw the men's team take the silver yesterday. Can they medal? European champions.
Juliette Bossu, Marine Boyer, Noël Charpie, Mélanie de Jesus dos Santos, Louis Vanille. That is La France.
And the French team, a nice little bit of choreography there as they step off the podium following their presentation. Silver medalists at the European Championships. Been going from strength to strength. They will be joined by Germany.
Sophie Schneider, Elizabeth Seitz, Sarah Voss. How about it for Team Germany?
The final two groups starting on the uneven bars. Gymnasts, of course, working in order depending on their ranking from qualification.
Let's hear it for Team China.
China placed second in the 2015 World Championships in the team event. There was no team event in 2017. They were third at the 2016 Olympic Games behind USA and Russia.
Sophie Lavoie, and Marie Candelario. Give it up for Team Canada.
Quite enjoying the opportunity to sell themselves to the audience. Nice touch from all of our teams. Canada joining China in this first rotation on the uneven bars. Teams placing third and fourth respectively in qualification. So they'll move around the arena in Olympic rotation order from vaults to uneven bars to beam to floor. 3 up, 3 to count, and they'll work alternately. So one gymnast from the United States followed by one gymnast from Russia, and so they go on. Here, the start list on floor. Each team fielding 3 gymnasts. France and Germany begin on floor. Jade Barbosa will kick the action off over on the balance beam. And Murakami from Japan will finish the rotation. On the vault, Grace McCallum from the United States of America will be their first competitor. I believe she is 16 today, so what a birthday present that would be, a world title. Here, taking a look at the uneven bars on the start list, Chen Yili. She was the Asian Games all-around champion who will start off, and we'll finish with Ellie Black, silver all-around medalists from 2017. There are 22 world and Olympic medalists here in Doha. Just such talent across the board. It's been an exceptional championship so far. Now gymnasts have the opportunity to have their first touch of the apparatus with a quick warm-up before we get the competition underway.
First of all, each team has 5 gymnasts, but only 3 will compete on each apparatus. So it's a real strategy to find out which gymnast they finally select for the lineup. The second thing that makes it very interesting is a brand new rule. Usually, team 1 would compete, all 3 gymnasts. There's a break, and then team 2 would compete. Now, it is one right after the other. That completes the first half of the warm-up. So, if we look at the first piece, for example.
So in this first rotation here, Simone Biles warming up her vault. There she did the round off onto the board, half turn off, 1.5 twists off. She actually performs round off onto the board, half turn on, double twist off, which is her own vault, a 6.4 tariff. She revealed at these World Championships, so that will be named after her. Go along with her floor skill, which I'm sure we will see later. She has such a talent. Most of the gymnasts have vault tariffs or difficulty values around 5.4 perhaps. That is a 6.4, the most difficult in the book. So let's see what they will all be revealing. You see the board being put into place there with the cuff around the board. That's compulsory if they're doing a round off onto the board, a Yurchenko style vault.
All the excitement starts in just a few moments. Enjoy.
Thank you, gymnasts. That completes the warm-up.
Just having the final vaults that they're entitled to. Judges keeping an eye on it.
Up first on floor exercise, representing France, Louise Benny.
Angelina Monikova. Final preparations. Only 1 vault in the team final. 2 vaults when it comes to apparatus finals. Should be hoping to put that right when it comes to the real thing. So the floor exercise has started, but we will focus on the top contenders to begin with. This is Grace McCallum from the United States of America, the first performer on vault. Just waiting for the green light.
19 years old, gets things started for Team France.
He waits by the scoreboard at the end there. You'll see her difficulty value appear on that in a moment. There you go, 5.4 difficulty value, so a mark out of 10 for execution. And a nice spot from her to start, 5.4.
Double twist for Grace McCallum. It is her birthday today.
Double twisting, Yurchenko.
Grace, 16 years old, and I cannot think of a better birthday present than...
Around up onto the board, back flip off, pushes up, wraps into 2 twists, just a step back. Well done, Grace. Happy birthday to you. Hugs all round. Pleased to get a solid start. Bar's been prepared for our first gymnast, Chen Yili.
On
16 years of age, I apologise. New experienced team member. Stalled up to the top arm. Pack salto down. So on, back up, nice transition. There's the Ginga somersault. Full giant, pirouette, high in the Jaeger, in the flow. Beautiful extension, nice line. Full twisting, double tuck, hop forward on landing. China starts well. She's got 14.3 in qualification. No carryover score. Grace McCallum scores 14.533 on vault. Next gymnast on beam, Itomi Hatakeda from Japan. Through the front somersault. Free walkover to the straddle jump, linking them together. There's the side somersault. Oh, gosh, she fought hard there. Combination. Judges looking for that 180 degree of leg separation. Quick layout. Slight adjustment on the spin. And the double pipe back to finish. Just a step, a smile from her. Well, she pulled it back from the wobble in the middle. I think that looks as it all just relieved to get through, I think. Big smile, she stayed on. Avoiding the hallmark penalty for the fall. Difficult combination, the free walkover. Gymnasts almost blind as they come out in that forward rotation. The feet are almost on the beam before the head has come up to see and focus on the end. Chen Yili scored 14.1 on uneven bars. And now back to vault. This is Angelina Melnikova from the Russian Federation.
Now on vault,
18 years of age. Represented the nation in Rio. And the double twist in Yurchenko for her. 5.4 difficulty value. A few steps back on landing. This will cost her a few points. 2 rotations. Determined in the approach.
Scoreline balance games for Hitomi
Takeda.
12.366 for Team Japan. And on floor exercise for
Scored 14.266 in qualification.
12.70.
It's the 5th highest all-around qualifier. Certainly be one who features in that competition. Meanwhile, Hitomi Takeda scores 12.366 on the balance beam.
And next on floor, representing France, Marine Boyer.
And the score comes through on vault 14.3. Well, here she is, all eyes on her. Simone Biles, sensational competitor. Let's see if she performs her own vault, or whether she goes for a more simple version for the team event. Yeah, the 6.0 tariff, half on, 1.5 off, believe it or not, the more simple version. So easily through. Accelerating, round upon, half turn on, push off, straight somersault, 1.5 twists. Little bounce back, she has so much energy. Scored 15.966 in qualification, but did go for the extra half turn with the 6.4 difficulty, so probably slightly less this time round. Nonetheless, very well performed. Certainly appreciated by her team members. Had a year out last year, Dancing with the Stars. Has made a remarkable comeback. The score 15.5. A total 44.666 after one apparatus for the United States of America. This is the final gymnast on vault for Russia, Lilia Akhimova.
Now from Russia, Lilia Akhimova.
Didn't go so well in the warm-up, and the hand went down there. Not quite the flight to complete the rotations properly. Not a great start for Russia. Let's take another look. Accelerating in the approach, hands go on forwards in the handspring, wrapping into the twists, but unfortunately not quite enough flight to be able to stand up out of that properly. That's an expensive start for Russian Federation. Here we join in Kim Bui from Germany on floor. Experienced competitor now, 29 years of age, competed at 2 Olympic Games. Starts with the double straight back somersault. And the double tuck. Trying to avoid any unnecessary steps at the end. And really selling the choreography to both the judges and the audience. Smiling her way through the routine. Oh, and a 2.5 twist into the punch front. Into the double pike. Buoy. Clean routine from her for Germany. Comes from Stuttgart, who will host the World Championships next year. So I'm sure she'll be wanting to perform in front of her home crowd. Let's take another look at that. Yeah, this was the first tumble pass, the double straight. No problem. Two rotations in the tuck position. Easier second run. Here. This was the combination. 2.5 twists. She's a little bit offline, but she pulled on all of her experience there to make sure she got round in the front somersault. Ilya Mikimova scores 13.233 on vault.
Showing what makes the Anita Mars a signature apparatus for team.
Yeah, having another look at that vault. Yeah, it's just not up enough. You see, she's short, so having to stumble forwards and put her hand down. She knows that could be costly. It will be close for these medals. Need to put that behind her and do their best as a team to keep spirits high and continue around the arena.
13.033 for Team Japan. And on floor exercise for Kim Bui, 12.866.
Now on balance beat, Claudia Saraiva of Brazil.
Just waiting for schools to come through. Jesus dos Santos stepping up next onto the floor. She is a floor finalist. Scored 13.9 in qualification. And this is quite special. Oh, full twisting double straight to start. That's a big opening run. Oh, beautiful control and difficult. Wow. Lovely choreography. She's contemporary routine here, selling it well. Moving with style. Chin on. Straight somersaults, double tuck. And the double pike. Well, super work from the current European champion on floor.
Representing Team France, 18 years old.
She's 18, silver medalist with the team at Glasgow Europeans earlier in the summer. She won gold on beam at the Doha World Cup in this venue earlier in the year. Good venue for her, and that was certainly a very nice floor. 2 somersaults in the straight position with a twist. Just stays within that 12 by 12 metre floor area. And this is nice. The combination, straight front walk out into the double tuck.
And it is a full twisting double salto finish for
Stylish.
Team Canada.
Really did match her tumbles with the artistry of the dance. So important in women's gymnastics. Kim Bui scores 12.86. Sending greetings to loved ones. Yeah, nice touch. Shot of the beam. Mai Murakami from Japan awaits. Reigning world floor champion from Montreal.
Coaches watching, athletes watching, waiting for those all-important scores. And there's one.
Japan would love to medal here and secure a team place in Tokyo. Men won bronze yesterday. There she goes. The leap on to the end. Free walk over, split chain, split jump. Quick layout. Performing with confidence. Head going right back there in the ring. That's what the judges will be looking for. Elements close to the beam. Oh, well, that was a fabulous performance from Mai Murakami. Not a waver, and she knows it. Performing with conviction. That will do her team no harm whatsoever. Always nice to get through beam, particularly as a first apparatus. If it goes well, you know you're set for the rest of the competition. Scored 13.433 in qualification. And, I think that was better. Indeed, Jesus dos Santos scored 13.433, a total of 38.065 for France.
Great action happening on the bars right now, and that's just for the preparation. On bars. For Anne-Marie,
we have bars still in progress. Here you can see the gymnasts chalking them effectively, putting on that additional bit of water for grip. Some like more chalk, some like less, depending on whether the atmosphere is very dry or not.
Next on bars, representing China, Liu Ting.
This is Liu Ting from the People's Republic of China, beginning her bar routine.
So exercise for Elizabeth, 12.833.
Super handstand position. The toe on. Transition to the high bar, the Ginga somersault, back somersault with a half turn to catch. Giant half. Good giant. Pirouettes. Lovely extension. Oh dear. She had to put in an extra swing. Winding up into a beautiful double straight. But that didn't quite go to plan either. As we saw with the men's team final yesterday, some errors creeping in. Now in qualification, there were 5 in a team, 4 up on each apparatus with 3 to count, so they could get away with one score that wasn't so good. Here, 13.766, yes, an improvement on qualification for Mai Murakami, giving a total for Japan, 39.165. This is Morgan Hurd on vault. The double twisting Yurchenko. Very nicely performed. The 5.4 difficulty value to be added to an execution score out of 10. She's so focused, isn't she, on that approach. Just a little hop. There, the backward entry, pushing up, pops up into the straight somersault, wraps it into the twists. And then opens out to spot the landing. Needs to be within those tram lines. And the score, 14.633. World all-around champion in 2017.
And we're now talking about the bars for the last competitor of this rotation, Elizabeth Black. That's the maximum amount of time.
Liu Ting waiting for her score to come through. Just having a look at the replay. Flight between the uneven bars. Yes, they have to do that requirement, and their beautiful shape and lift into the double straight. You can see kicking up into the giant, in the momentum. Time of release absolutely critical. Liu Ting, 18 years of age, was hampered by a foot injury in Montreal last year. Came back strongly at the World Cup in Melbourne. And the score, 13.4. So we have our final gymnast of the rotation, waiting to go on the uneven bars. Silver medalist all around last year, Ellie Black from Canada. Clear hit into the catcher. And nice tight position. And adding to the difficulty with all of these releases. That's the pack salto. Up to the top bar. Front somersault, half turn, beautiful landing. Ellie Black from Canada, swinging well. Good job from her. Very businesslike in her approach. 23 years of age now. Yeah. Here's the release. At the beginning, a circle, up, pushes the shoulders through, the straddle position. Nicely performed, the toe on, back up to the high bar with a half turn. Each of the skills need to be different to count. There, the front somersault, spots the floor, kicks out, nails the landing. Well done, Ellie Black. So the gymnasts move round to their second apparatus. Gives us the opportunity to have a look at the scoreboard. The United States of America, well, they're happy. They're currently leading with 44.666. Meanwhile, Ellie Black scored 13.566, giving her team a total of 39.498.
Gymnasts, your warm-up begins right now.
So here are the standings at the moment. United States of America lead by 2.7 over the People's Republic of China. Russian Federation with that fall on vault in third place at the moment from Canada. And not far behind, you've got Japan in fifth, and Germany, Brazil and France. So, as we expected, the top three teams, United States, out in the lead already by quite a margin. China and Russia, second and third. But it's early days, anything can happen, as we have seen. And our gymnasts get their warm-ups underway on their second apparatus, where we find France and Germany on the floor.
With the finals, the round on to the horse front double twist off. Now, people have been asking, is it really world original? It is for the women, and if the International Gymnastics Federation
Here on
approves
B,
it, will be
in the second rotation, have Canada and China.
Yes, it is already in the men's.
China were absolutely beautiful on the beam in qualification, renowned for their leaps and turns.
I was watching the American girls on the runway.
There we have France and Germany on vault in this rotation. They've just competed on the floor.
Balance, hand balance, no head movement, neutral facial expression. They are near perfection.
That completes the first half of warm-up.
Our leaders, USA, on the uneven bars. This was the only apparatus where Simone Biles didn't medal in Rio. And in qualification, she only came second. She won everything else but was second in qualification on the uneven bars. But still some fabulous work from her. In fact, it was Nina Derwal from Belgium who was highest qualifier. Belgium not in this team final. Here on beam, China and Canada.
I'm from France.
You're from France. What makes you?
Japan and Brazil.
And you're a gymnastics fan?
Yes, because my daughter is practicing a lot. She loves, and thus we are coming here to see the best gymnast of the world.
Very shortly.
So there, the scoreboard showing the lineup on each apparatus.
The world's best gymnastics selection.
Yes, it's a great opportunity for us.
Great. And Mohammed, our friends, was thank you so much. Enjoy the show. Back to you, guys.
Want to concentrate despite all of the noise and the atmosphere of the World Championships around them. Quite some undertaking. These remarkable, talented individuals.
Thank you, gymnasts. That completes the warm-up.
And we have Germany and France on vault right now.
And the bell indicates that it is time to get the rotation underway.
Canada and China are on the balance beam, and Japan is vault. Brazil will take the floor in just a moment.
First gymnast on beam will be Shellen Olsen from Canada. World finalist on vault in 2017.
First on floor exercise, representing Japan, Hitomi
The youngest
Takeda.
member of Team Canada in Rio at 16 years of age. A little bit more experience under her belt. Let's see how she can perform on the beam. Cover to start with. Flick, layout, layout. the leaps and spins equally as important as the difficult acrobatic combinations. Half turn in the backflip. The illusion turn, very difficult, nicely performed. Two backflips into the double pike. Well done, Shannon Olsen. Always nice to get the beam out of the way without a fall. Scored 12.833 in qualification. And a difficulty value of 5.3, but smiles from her and the coach.
Waves to all of her fans, and there are a lot of them here in Doha.
This is Russia on the uneven bars. Angelina Melnikova, the second performance of the evening.
Every score that comes in, the team totals are constantly changing.
First on the uneven bars from Russia, Angelina Melnikova.
Top score for Kimberly out of Germany, 13.466.
Let's start. And the transition. And the Jaeger somersault in the pike position. Cleanly caught. Toe on, full pirouette. Needs to be within 5 degrees. And the full twisting double tuck to finish. Angelina Melnikova, high five from the coach. Scored 14.3 in qualification at a 5.3 difficulty value.
Great start for Team Russia.
Pleased with that, I'm sure.
Now on balance beam from China, Zhang Ji.
So take another look. There. Half turn to catch. High up into the handstand and the full twist in 2 somersaults. Bends the knees. Just a small hop. Shannon Olsen scores 12.333 on beam.
Balance beam 12.33.
And give me a little wink.
Floor exercise score for Hitomi Hatake.
This is Jade Barbosa from Brazil.
For Team Japan.
Ready to perform on
Now
floor.
performing on floor, representing Brazil, Zhang Barbosa.
First Olympic Games is back in Beijing. 27 years of age now. Starts with the whip back into the full twisting double tuck. Unusual combination. And the full twisting double pike. One and a half twisting back into the full twisting front. Lovely emotion in her movement. And the double pike back and a big smile from her. Well, a dramatic interpretation of the music, but she'll be pleased to get through that. Super work from Jade Barbosa from Brazil. Competed in Rio. Magical moments for her. And Brazil going well.
And just to catch you up on some of the scores.
So difficult just to make this top 8 and the team final.
14.166 in the qualification competition. She
Got 13.2 in qualification. Whip back into full twisting, double tuck. And there, Angelina Melnikova scores 14.166 for her uneven bar exercise. Great start for Russia.
Balance beam score for Team China.
Next to go will be Morgan Hurd from the United States of America. Lovely. High in the straddle Katchev over the top of the high bar. The Stolder into the same Katchev. Into the handstand. Swinging well. Stooping, full pirouette. Full twisting, double tuck, and a pace forward. Morgan Hurd. That will do. That will do nicely. And the score 14.433. And that's why she's smiling.
Competing next on floor exercise.
Flew through that routine. Meanwhile, Jade Barbosa scored 13.1 for her floor exercise, giving them a team total of 51.466. Now, Asuka Taramoto, Japan, on floor. Whip back, triple twist, oh, and beautifully landed. Handspring, double twisting front somersault. For the difficult spin. Two and a half. Usual choreography, bringing the artistry into the routine, along with a double pike to finish. She'll be pleased with that. Fine performance from Asuka Taramoto from Japan. So she scored 12.5 in qualification with a difficulty value of 5.3. 22 years of age. At the Olympic Games in Rio, where she was placed 8th all around, and the team were 4th, just out of the medals. Going for this difficult spin. 3.5 there.
Next on uneven bars from the USA, Riley McCusker.
Now on beam for China, Chen Yili.
On balance beam, Chen Yili of China.
Starts with a backflip onto the beam. Quite a popular mount women's artistic gymnastics at the moment. And around off, straight back somersault. Oh, she's done very well indeed to save that. The left foot went, and for a moment I thought she was off, but she hung on, fighting to stay on.
This is for first World Championships. Both score.
Beautiful extension in the leaps.
14 France, 14.633.
Free card. Oh dear, she's off. That's a whole mark penalty.
Representing Brazil, Flavia Saraiva.
High on her toes. Such an elegant performer. Beautiful line. Oh, lovely triple twister finish, but there was a fall and quite a major wobble in that routine, and a shrug of the nose from the coach. Meanwhile, Asuka Teramoto scores 13.333 for her floor exercise. Big improvement from qualification. Now then, coming up next on the uneven bars, the 2012 and 2016 Olympic champion on this apparatus. Complete concentration. She had a daughter last year, and to be back competing at world level, quite astounding. But it's testament to the gymnast that she is.
Team Brazil felt like a
24 years of age.
Really solid. Last time around, it's the double head salto. Those landings are
Alia Mustafina was world champion all around back in 2010. Seven-time Olympic medalist now. Bronze all around in London, silver all around in Rio. She has the honour to be one of 9 gymnasts to medal in every single event at World Championships. Here she goes. Nice transitions, linking the combinations. Hickey somersault, half turn in the handstand, toe on, toe off, full pirouette, kicking into the full twisting, double tuck, beautiful landing, and appreciated by her supporters, doing it again for the Russian Federation. Such a strong performer under pressure, and that was a nice little nod to Simone Biles down on the floor. Of course there's rivalry, but there's a very nice atmosphere between the teams as well. The pack salto down, the toe on, immediately back up, and here the dismount. She knows exactly where she is in relation to the floor, spots the landing. That'll do nicely. Chen Yini scores 12.833 on beam. Shame for China. And Melanie Jesus dos Santos, saw that earlier on floor. And here with a very nice double twisting Yurchenko. Lots of flight, super form in the air. High, straight, just that hop back on the landing. But well done to her, and well done, France. Lovely work. 5.4 D score. 14.633, giving them a team total of 79.931. Alia Mustafina scores 14.5 on the uneven bars, taking Russian Federation into the lead at this point of the competition. But we have another gymnast to go on the uneven bars, and what a gymnast she is. Superstar of the gymnastics world. 3 times all-around world champion. Olympic champion all around. This is Simone Biles. Very high in the catch there. Dynamic, full pirouette. There. Pike catch over the top of the bar. There. Hold in to catch. Giant circles. Oh, into the double twisting, double tuck. She has one more twist than everybody else. And jogs back. Makes it look effortless. Well, this was her supposedly weak piece. No more. Yeah, that was that Kachev in the pike position. Here, the release. Down from hangars right over the top of the bar. Grip, so important. Swinging nicely. Scored 14.8 in qualification. At a 6.2 difficulty value. Second highest qualifier. Now here is the current world champion on this apparatus, the floor, Mai Murakami from Japan. There's the spin at the beginning. And high up into the first pass, difficult work. And the double straight, nicely completed. She has a style of her own. Two and a half, twisting, somersaults, into the twisting front somersault, nice link. Such expression. In the double spin. And the double pike back. And that was Mai Murakami. Super job. Japan going well. There, that was a double straight, floating through. And that first tumble, 2 somersaults, 2 twists, incredibly difficult. She managed it beautifully. And the final pass, double pike. Star of the women's team in Japan, They will be hoping to do well in Tokyo, and this is the start of that journey. The score 13.766, giving her a team total of 79.097, currently in 5th place. Simone Biles scores 14.866, and United States of America at the top of the leaderboard with 88.465. Going well at the halfway point. They're taking a look back at that incredibly difficult dismount once more. She's almost smiling before she lands. She knows she's done a good job. No sign of the kidney stone. If she's struggling at all, she doesn't let it affect her performances. They will be moving on to beam next. Supporters enjoying the atmosphere here. So we'll take a look at the scores as they come through. The United States of America leading with 88.465. Russian Federation has moved into second. Stronger performances from them on the uneven bars. That performance from Aliane Mustafina adding to their total of 83.799. People's Republic of China have dropped to third behind the Russian Federation after beam. Costly falls there, and close between the other nations, between 4th and 8th. Still, anything can happen. Let's take a look at the standings there. You see confirmation of those top 3. France in 4th place at the moment. They are just about 1 mark behind People's Republic of China. That's only 1 fall on 1 apparatus. And then close between Germany, Japan, Brazil and Canada. So it's all to play for as we move into the 3rd rotation. Supporters there from Qatar enjoying the atmosphere. I don't have any teams in here, but maybe young gymnasts there taking inspiration from these world gymnasts. Best in the very world, descending upon Doha. Well, in this rotation we have China and Canada on the floor.
The amount of strength and power and flexibility and beauty and artistry.
And you could go on and on and on.
Simone Biles and her team USA on the beam, along with Russian Federation. Simone Biles again, the highest qualifier on this apparatus.
I would guess that the opening act jitters and perhaps even stomach tightness is long.
On vault, we have Brazil and Japan, currently in 6th and 7th position.
Bars is completely different than balance beam. One thing is sure, attitude is everything.
And on the bars, it's France and Germany. They qualified in 7th and 8th, but are currently sitting in 4th and 5th. So going well at the moment. We have some strong performers on the bars. Go Simone, go. Everybody wants to see her perform. Her teammate Morgan Hurd took the all-around title in her absence in 2017. Performing side by side at these championships, which is nice. USA has such strength in depth. Riley McCusker will be first up for them on the beam. She is very talented, up-and-coming gymnast. She's 17 years of age. Had a fall on beam in qualification. She'll be wanting to rectify that.
This is for you. If you want to pass away, ladies and gentlemen, you can buy it in one of the merchandise stores here in the venue. Mali, congratulations and thank you so much for being here with us.
Thank you, Gymnastics. Please
So we're ready to get rotation 3, just about underway now. It's a wide shot of the floor where we have Canada and China. So the top contenders on beam in this rotation, but we'll focus at the moment on floor, where we have China ready to go in bronze medal position as we move into rotation 3.
And
this is Johan, 18 years of age. Placed second all around at the Asian Games this year, where she had silver on bars and gold with the team. Double spin in the split position. Double tuck. Triple spin. Front walk out into the double twist. Split change to ring with half turn. Difficult leap that. Double pike back somersault to finish. Super landing. Luan from People's Republic of China. Possibly not as difficult as some in terms of the acrobatic elements, but nicely controlled with some good dance elements in terms of the leaps and turns and spins. This was that middle pass combination into the double twist. And here, the double pike back somersault to finish off. And again, nicely controlled, bends the knees, tries to avoid those extra steps on landing. Being supported by her teammates. Good start for China on floor. Gymnast still warming up on the uneven bars. We have a little bit of extra time there just to change and prepare the bars between each of the competitors, making sure they have 30 seconds each once they're up.
Floor exercise for Yuan Huan, Team China 12.866.
Performing next on floor.
And the all-important chalk and water. We're just about ready for the first gymnast on the uneven bars of this rotation. Representing France, this is Lorette Chappy. First World Championships were last year in Montreal. She was just 15. Gymnasts have to be 16 in the year of competition to perform. Her birthday is in December. Come on, full pirouette. Half to catch. Passing through. Release and catch skill. Winding up. Double straight to mat to finish. Just a little overbend of the knees there. Coming to take a hop forward to control the landing. No major error. That's a stolder, a circle in the straddle position. Releasing to immediately catch the top bar and pack salto back down again. Yeah, focus on that upper bar. Hang guard to the dowels over the top. There, double straight somersaults. Just the knees buckle just a tad, and then she hops forward. Save the landing. Luo Kwan scored 12.866 on floor. Total 93.831 early on in this rotation for China. And Hitomi Atakeda from Japan on vault.
Floor exercise for Luo Kwan.
Twisting, Yuchenko, 5.0 difficulty value. The round up onto the board, push off, 1.5 twist in the straight position, nicely controlled. Slightly easier than some of the others we've seen. Some of them have gone for the double. She did 1.5, but it's that risk versus reward. And the score 14.033 for her. Nod and a smile, just happy with that.
On floor, representing China, Jiang Jin.
Score for Lorette Chappy, 13.366. On beam, this is Kara Ika for the United States of America. First time we've seen her in this competition. Performed very well indeed in qualification on the balance beam, scoring 14.466. Can she repeat her performance right here in this team final? In the split position. Oh, now that is a very difficult combination. The free cartwheel or aerial cartwheel into 2 layout somersaults. And the leap into the side somersaults again. Nice connection. Change to ring with the head going back. Corbett flick.
Shen Xian, representing the People's Republic of China.
Oh, an extra arm circle to keep that centre of gravity over the beam. Building into the dismount, round off backflip, into the 2.5 twists. Kara Ika, yes, cleanly through, she's done a good job. That will keep the United States at the top of the pile with one more gymnast to go on beam. This was the mount. Change leg onto the end. Composed and confident.
Switch split mount immediately. Beautiful ring.
Yeah, this was a combination. Aerial cartwheel into 2 layout somersaults. So difficult, and not a waver on the landing. Giving you a wave. Meanwhile, over on vault for Brazil, this is Flavia Saraiva. With the popular double twisting Yurchenko. Tiny gymnast, but she packs a punch. Motoring down the run-up. Backflip on, 2 twists, 1 straight somersault, and a score of 14.433.
13.33.
On court. From Canada, Emily Black.
Smile from Kara Ika as she waits for her score to come through. There is the Corbett flick. Split change, half turn, direct connection. This is how she gets the high difficulty score, which was 6.4 in qualification. And then around of 2.5 twists. Not easy to land that, especially coming from a round off and a backflip. Using those tumbling skills to give her the acceleration and lift into the dismount, but having to control it on the beam just 10 centimetres wide. And the score, 14.333. Good score for Kara Ika and for USA. Alia Mustafina. Saw her on bars. Classical gymnast from the Russian Federation. Backflip layout.
Ellie Black for Canada.
Free walkover.
Ellie was ranked 7th in the 2017
2 jumps. They were previously connected to the free walkover. There's a double spin, lovely.
Vault score for Asuka Teramoto.
Change leg to ring.
12.70.
Up for vault now. Rebecca
Super
Andrade.
off turning backflip. Versatile in her acrobatic elements.
Congratulates the double twist done quite effortlessly. Has a difficulty value of 5.4.
Focusing right on the end of the beam. And the double tuck dismount to finish from the round off. Possibly just over on terms of time. I don't know if I heard the timing just go over. But a clean routine from her, keeping her composure when it matters. Let's take another look back. That flip layout. Not to waver. This was the double spin. Beautifully controlled. Half turn. Forward exit. And immediately focus on the end again. Keeping the eyes set on the beam in the aerial cartwheel. That was a dismount. Super performance from Alia Mustafina. Spray going onto the ankles. They will be moving onto floor next. The score coming in 13.266, giving them a team total of 110.565. Well, this is Simone Biles. Waiting for the green light patiently. Here it is. She does seem to love the competitive environment. Oh, the triple spin in that squat position. So difficult. Seamless for her. Half turn in the somersault. Flip layout, layout. Nicely combinations, just a slight waver there. Well, she had to put her hand down to correct herself. Save the fall. Free walk over, immediate split jump, covered well.
Now performing on floor.
Two back flips, up into the full twisted double tuck. Beautifully done. She's a bit frustrated with herself, but smiles from there. And the gasp from the crowd, just the fact that there was a slight error. She seems so invincible, but we have to remember that every time she goes out there, she is human, and it is possible to make mistakes, but even with that, look at this start, just beautiful. Triple spin in that squat position. The half turn in the somersault. Back flip into the two layout combination. Packing in the difficulty. Had a 6.4 difficulty value, but that's where the shoulders went and she had to put the hand down. But beautiful dismount, so difficult.
Do you want me to get her out to do it? She's almost got it. She's trying to get it.
She will be on to floor next. Meanwhile, Chen Yili from China. Her performance on floor. And the triple twist for the first run. And the 2.5, punch front somersault, combination. She twists so quickly. Beautiful body shape in the air. Light on her feet in the dance. And the double tuck to finish off. Striking a pose to complete the routine. Chen Yili from China. Nice performance from her. Confident. Certainly a name to watch out for in the future. This new generation coming through. Score of 12.9. Difficulty score of 4.9. Possibly a bit lower than some of the others, but certainly something she can build on. Bile still waiting for her beam score to come through.
14.033, and for small Biles on balance.
And there it is, 13.733. We are a team total of 130.264, but clearly not happy with herself.
From Russia, Angelina Simakova.
This is Juliette Bossou of France on the uneven bars. 18 years of age. Nice extension in the swing. Clean in the Jaeger somersault. Chop half. Forward giant. Double front. And nice landing from Juliette Bossou. Part of the silver medal winning team at the European Championships in the summer. And the Paris World Cup on this apparatus this year. Our finalists in Glasgow. You can see why. There's a nice style to her swing. Fully extended through the shoulders, lifting high into the double front somersault. And managing the landing beautifully. The score 14.033. That's an improvement on qualification. That's with a team total of 121.396.
And it's a perfectly secure round up. Double back dismount. Angelina Simakova.
My Murakami on vault. And again, the popular double twisting Yurchenko. Super safe performance from her. You know you can depend on her and the Japanese team. There, two twists. There, pushing up high into the somersault. And there, just looking to the floor to control the landing. And the score coming through, 14.6, giving them a total of 120.430. And moving into fourth place at this point, with some scores yet to come in.
We are just waiting for the balance beam score for Angelina Simakova.
Germany have performed well on bars so far. We're waiting for confirmation of all of those scores. USA, even with a little error, a long way ahead of their rivals at the moment. As expected, they have a total of 130.264. Waiting for the score to come through on beam for final competitor for the Russian Federation, Angelina Simakova. And there they are, waiting to see if they can be on the podium at the end of this final. Shots from the round so far. So as the gymnasts move to their final apparatus, the flag of Brazil flying high. They've performed well across the arena, currently learning in third place, Brazil, behind the Russian Federation. Angelina Simakova scored 13.166 on beam to take them into second place behind USA. France in fourth, Germany fifth, Japan in sixth at the moment. And then we have China down in seventh. Floor, not a strong apparatus for them. And Canada in eighth. Don't quite have the difficulty, China, on floor. They will be moving to vault in this last rotation.
Gymnastics warm-up begins right now.
So, the leaders, the United States of America, will be moving to floor, where the reigning Olympic champion Simone Biles will be performing. And she'll be wanting to show that she is on form after that little error on beam. Here, Alia Mustafina will lead for the Russian Federation. What a lineup we have for you on floor this round. Jelena Melnikova will be the penultimate gymnast. She is also very strong on this apparatus.
Really, just remind the athlete of what is being done.
Another close-up of the beam where we have Germany and France. Can France push up into a medal position? They're less than a mark behind Brazil. And they will have to hold their nerve on beam if they want a chance of doing so. Canada and China on the vault. Strong apparatus for Canada. Ali Black, great performer on vault. And on the uneven bars, it's Japan and Brazil. Brazil will have to really perform at their best to hold on to that bronze medal position. The highest scorer with Rebecca Andrade with 14.333 in qualification. So, it's all to play for as we move into this final rotation. There, Brazil being supported by the men's team.
This is excellence in
And the world title up for grabs. Just 3 more routines from each of our 8 finalists, and the medals will be decided.
And we have a decision on Simone Biles.
Final warm-ups taking place.
the inquiry for United States of America has been rejected.
Simone Biles did put in an inquiry for a balance beam score, but the inquiry was rejected, so the mark remains the same. A total 130.264.
It went right down to the wire.
This is Alia Mustafina focusing on the job at hand.
Will not go again right down to the wire.
She has returned from injury. There was some surprise that she performed on floor, but she did so with grace in the qualification competition. Countdown has begun as we get this final rotation underway.
That completes the warm-up.
On beam for rotation 4, Canada and China. On bars, Japan, Brazil. On make-out on ball, Canada and
So,
China.
with a medal position and a ticket to Tokyo at stake for Russian Federation, this is Alia Mustafina performing on the floor, waiting for the green light from our judges.
First on balance beam from Germany, Gymnastics. On floor,
and there it is.
Russia,
And a beautiful start, the full twisting double tuck. And the music has a heartbeat, and I think everybody can feel their heart going as they watch this phenomenal gymnast on floor. One and a half twist, full twisting combination. And triple spin. Up into the double tuck. And the double spin, the split position. Well, such an elegant performer. Alia Mustafina for Russian Federation, and their silver medalist Nikita Nagorny supporting her, waving to the cameras. They were agonizingly close to taking the title yesterday. Less than 500th of a point behind China, but today the focus is on the women. And this is the first pass, absolutely beautiful, nailed the landing. Pulling into the triple spin.
Action all over the gym.
Elegant.
Starting on ball from Canada,
Feeling the music. She's done her job well. Competition is over, 2 more teammates to go.
And it is a huge dismount on bars for Mai Murakami. Full twisting double salto.
Here we have France.
Team Japan in the hunt.
And the red Sharpie waiting to perform on the beam. What an apparatus to have as your final piece. Scored 13.066 in qualification. Waiting for the score for the previous gymnast to come through. There's Leah Grisa from Germany. Sometimes the judges need to consult to make sure they have the accurate scores. And that waiting time can be quite anxious times for these gymnasts. Have to keep focused.
Next on ball, Wuhan of China.
Score on floor exercise.
We saw her perform on the uneven bars very well earlier.
0.066 and for Leah Grisa, 12.066.
Looks like we're ready for her now.
Now on page from France,
Moment for this youngster. The layout somersault to the end of the beam to start. Quick layout. controlled. First the triple, then the double. So far, so good.
Score on bars for Maya Murakami, 13.133.
On bars, Sergi Barbosa of Brazil.
Split jump with half turn. Free walkover. Connecting leaps with the acrobatic elements. She's going well. At the time, and the double pack, just a step forward, keeping calm under pressure. That is the test of a good gymnast. Well done to Lorette Sharpie.
Full twist, 5.4 difficulty.
Now we have Morgan Hurd competing on the floor for the United States of America, the reigning all-around world champion. Double, double, just a step out of the area, the flag goes up. And change in tempo of the music. Double layout. Deep breath as she goes for her next tumbling pass. Straight front, full twisting front. Nice interpretation with the arms there. And the double pike, the final tumble pass. Big step forward on the landing. Well, Morgan Hurd, it wasn't faultless, but they are so far ahead, and it was a good routine from her.
Every note of it. Huge tumbling skills.
Difficulty really coming through. Started with that incredible double twisting, double tuck. Alia Mustafina scored 13.066.
13.366.
And Lorette Sharpie, 13.366 on the beam, keeping France in contention.
Now on balance beam, Sarah Voss of Germany.
This is Sarah Voss from Germany, performing on the balance beam. Flip on. 13.133 for her in qualification. 19 earlier this month.
Currently on vault runway from Canada, Shallon Olsen.
The back flip two layouts. Difficult leap. And the aerial cartwheel. Tall gymnast. Using her leave as well. Grace and elegance.
Big vote for Shallon Olsen. 6.0 difficulty. Big high five from Coach David Kikuchi for Team Canada.
It's a little readjustment on the full spin. And the 2.5 twist to finish. A poised and precise routine from Sarah Voss from Germany.
Clear exercise score for
She has now finished her competition. Well done. Clean routines. Clearly happy with their performances. Giving their best.
Next on board, from Russia, Lydia Saikova.
Congratulations all round from the gymnast there. That was the start. Impressive backflip onto the beam. And here the acrobatic combinations. High in the backflip. Into the 2 layout somersaults. She's a tall gymnast who manages to fit in all 3 elements into the 5-meter beam. And there, 2.5 twists and a big smile. Morgan Hurd scored 12.966 on floor, giving them a team total of 143.230. This is Jade Barbosa from Brazil, beating on the uneven bars. Scored 13.333 in qualification.
And to the ball, Ellie Black of Canada.
There's the Kachev. The next release straight into the pack salto. And up again. Turns in the handstand. Oh dear! No, she's gone there. She fell out of that handstand and has had to put in an extra swing. She's done well to keep going, but transitions now. Back onto the top bar, pirouette. And the double straight to finish, well, a beautiful dismount. But she lost her flow a little bit on the low bar. Handstand half turn. Up into the handstand. This was after the issue, and this was the double straight to finish, which was nicely performed. Brazil, who've been looking so strong all the way through there, will have to carry that score. Meanwhile, Liu Jinru vaults for China. And a difficult vault too, a 5-6 tariff for her. Yes, performing the double twisting Sukahara. She scores 14.366, giving them a team total of 162.396.
Representing France, 18 years old.
Great score from her.
Most of the routine impeccable, just slightly offside on one element. Finishing with a strong round-off double-tuck dismount.
There's Grace McCallum waiting to perform on the floor.
Nila Akhaimova, 13.10 for Team Russia.
16 today.
Now competing on floor from the USA, Grace McCallum.
And the double-double. And spotting the landing. The music has a Greek flavour. Front somersault into the double twisting somersault. There's the team and the audience clapping along with her. And the triple twist. A double tuck. Well, super performance from Grace McCallum from the United States of America. Surely the gold is in touching distance now, with just one gymnast to go for them.
First line, double twisting, double salto in the sky.
Jade Barbosa scores 12.233.
After that,
Brazil slipped down with a total of 134.398. And Germany watching their gymnasts who's just come off the beam, unfortunately. Meanwhile, Sarah Voss scored 13.6 for her exercise. Great score for her.
On floor, settle on floor. On floor on that speed.
And on bars, Flavia Sarova
And
is next to
it's
go.
worthy to note that there are just 0.6 points.
Waiting for the score to come through for Asuka Teramoto of Japan, who performed previously.
Extremely tight, and everything's up for grabs as we speak right now. Speaking of that,
She goes.
from Brazil, Flavia Saraiva.
One of the stars of Rio. Starts immediately with the pike catcher. Into the pack salto. Coach not touching, just there, just in case. Beautiful ankle extension. Into another catcher. Go on, full pirouette. Forward giant. And the double tuck from somersault, just bounces forwards, has a pace forward to control the landing.
for Brazil, looking for efforts.
Swings well.
Remember, every score counts.
Scored 12.4 in qualification. Now Angelina Melnikova
And now, on floor
from Russia, the final gymnast for them. Can she secure a medal for the Russian Federation? Nice way to get into her starting position. Flourish with the hand. The full twisting, double straight, but the flag was up. Will be a penalty for that, but very difficult work. And the double straight for the second pass, no problem this time. Double tuck. spin in the split position. Contrast in the style of music. A double pike. Just a little bit of a stumble out. Angelina Melnikova.
Angelina Melnikova. It is a
good performance from her, but as we have seen, there were some faults there. It will be down to the judges to decide.
All of the big lines were there.
Grace McCallum scored 13.633, 156.863 for them.
Putting it all out on the floor, trying to get the highest score she can get. 4 points.
Maureen Boyer, the final gymnast on the beam. These team finals. Free walk over into the 2 jumps. Round off, straight back somersault, difficult and well performed.
And CAR sights are set on the uneven bar. 2 contestants still to come up, including the last Brazilian athlete.
Score on uneven bars for Claudia Saraiva, 12.466.
Cartwheel.
Score for Angelina Melnikova.
Side somersault and the jumps. Up into the double pike. Lovely dismount. And they're jumping for joy on the floor. Whatever the result, they put in some great performances there. Meanwhile, holding her nerve, 18 years of age. Silver in the women's balance beam, bronze. Team all around the 2016 European Championships, team silver medalist. Flavia Saraiva scores 12.466. Brazil dropping down the leaderboard into 7th. Meanwhile, Angelina Melnikova scores 12.966, keeping the Russian Federation in a medal position. They're currently at the top of the leaderboard. But of course, we have the United States of America yet to come, with Simone Biles waiting. She will be the final performer of these championships.
Performing last on floor
of this team final.
Representing the United States of America, Simone Biles.
The Olympic champion on this apparatus, Simone Biles. Oh, and a huge opener, but oh, she bounces out as well. Now, this skill is her own. Round off backflip. 2 straight somersaults, half turn now into the jump. Doha clapping along, the full twist in front, into the full twist in double back, and a big smile from Biles as she lands. Her own little charisma coming through in the dance. Here she goes into the final pass. And it's a huge double-double to finish. That is Simone Biles, and that must be a gold medal.
Representing the United States of America.
the United States of America. So strong.
Fun and energy.
Hugs all round.
Acrobatics.
Well, of course, we have to wait for the score to come through. But
13.866.
there she is.
And a big score for Team France on balance beam. It's Boyer. 13.966.
Such acceleration. And there, just the energy not quite being contained. She was out of the area. That will be a deduction. This was her own double straight somersault with the half turn. That's called the Biles. Joining in with the choreography. Nice touch. Scored 15.333 in qualification with a 6-7 difficulty score. But obviously out of the area, it probably won't be as much as that today, but it will be enough, surely, for the gold medal for them. Rebecca Andrade from Brazil, going on the uneven bars. Clean combination between the catch over and the pack salto. Oh! When she went up into the handstand, the judges looking for the vertical, but just overcooked it. And yeah, she shakes her head. That will be a hallmark. The Marina getting behind her. Lovely Jaeger somersault, forward somersault to catch. And the full twisting double tuck. Well, some good work in that routine, but the fall will jeopardise their chance of a medal. And, not such a good round for Brazil on the uneven bars, but they'll be pleased with their finals position, showing that they're still working at world level. So we head towards Tokyo, not long, 2 years away. The clock ticks, stops for no one. And that was when she came off. It was a shame.
Final scores. Let's have a good round of applause for all of our gymnasts in this women's team final.
So that concludes the team final. We wait for her score to come through before confirming the results. A good round for China on vault, with some excellent work from them. There, surely the gold medalist with 171.629, a score 14.766 for Simone Biles. They jumped to the top. 9 marks ahead of the Russian Federation. Team photographs being taken. And there, Marine Boyer scores 13.966, giving them a total of 161.294. Currently in 5th place, behind Canada. And here is Shannon Olsen vaulting. Looking back on her performance earlier. And there, 6.0 difficulty. Shannon Olsen, determined, difficult vault, half turn on, wrapping into the twists. Same vault as Biles, world finalist in 2017. And scoring 14.8. Great score for her, giving them a team total of 161.644 and 4th place. Oh, that's a nice shot. The Russian team and the American team together. Rebecca Andrade scored 12.966 for Brazil on bars. So the gymnasts can relax now. Their job is done. What a women's team final it has been. Super work. Some new emergent talent coming through.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, our gymnasts.
So confirmation of the results: United States of America take the world title ahead of Russian Federation. People's Republic of China win the bronze medal. All three teams have teams now in Tokyo. Their places are secured. Canada will be delighted with fourth. France, European champions in fifth. Japan sixth. Brazil seventh. And Germany in eighth place. So as the gymnasts march out, we reflect on what has been a great women's team final, but every team had their faults, even the invincible United States, but they were too strong in the end. There, Simone Biles, the Olympic champion, and giving a piggyback to the reigning world champion Morgan Hurd. There's a great atmosphere between them. There are all-around and apparatus finals yet to come. But what a team final it was. The medal ceremony will follow shortly, so we'll leave you with these highlights for the moment.
Look who's here with us in the Aspire Club. 6 times Olympic medal winner, Daniela Silvash. Daniela, are you as excited as I am about this women's team final?
I think I'm more excited than you. I took some time off from gymnastics and coming back watching the best gymnasts in the world is just so happy to watch them.
Do you miss it sometimes? I mean, you were a star on the floor and now you sit between the crowd. Do you miss it, being on the floor or on the leading?
Sometimes it's a lot of work, but being here and watching them compete, I do remember the way I was feeling when I was competing.
What do you think of the events of the World Championships here in Doha for the first time ever in the Middle East?
Yes, you know, I was so excited to come here.
So as our presentation parties assemble, we wait for the medal ceremony. Daniela Silvash is in the arena just being interviewed. Wonderful to have some of the superstars of past and present amongst us. Svetlana Boginskaya is the ambassador for these games as well. She's been around, as has Svetlana Kokina, Alexei Nemov, to name a few. Wonderful when the World Championships brings these superstars together.
Thank you so much for joining us here. It was a great pleasure with you again. Back to you guys.
The win is a dream for every athlete involved in the Middle East's most prestigious event. With more than 80 medals in its various colors, led by the gleaming gold, followed by silver and bronze. A 700-strong field of athletes from around the world compete to put their years of sacrifice and hard work to the test on the grandest of stages. This year's medal majestically expresses many athletic traits, including strength and endurance. Submerged with Qatari influences, it embodies the beauty, Arabic craftsmanship, Islamic calligraphy and heritage, combined with gymnastic inspiration. A testament to the fusion of the Qatari identity with the support of beauty and elegance. Sincerity and will of its people to continue delivering on all the support as a message of Qatar to the world. Sculpted with a distinctive elegance, reflecting the originality of Qatari hospitality. Circular shape symbolizes the unity of the world under the Aspire Dome for this momentous occasion. The medal was created in several stages, most notably the making of the ball and sculpting it to its radiant final look. A process that takes more than 50 days in the hands of the most professional goldsmiths and jewelers. This unique medal will immortalize the memory of the historic World Artistic Gymnastics Championships taking place for the first time in the Arab world, with physical embodiment, athletic success, and greatness achieved in the grounds of Doha.
I shall grow up someday, 'cause I got bills to pay. I can't be waking up at someone else's place. I know I drink too much, can't pay my rent this month. I should be saving up, but I just got paid. I'm moving forward, don't know where we're going. We go in, we go out. I just got paid. I'm moving forward, don't know where we're going. We go in.
We are very nearly ready for the medal ceremony. The athletes are behind the stage preparing. We finished the way we began the qualification. United States, followed by the Russian Federation, followed by the People's Republic of China, Canada, France, Japan, Brazil, and Germany. All playing artistic performances, competing with heart and soul for national pride. They will go home with wonderful memories from Doha 2018 World Championships.
So the women's team victory ceremony is about to begin. The presentation party making their way out onto the podium.
Women's Technical Committee member, Joanna Gott. And Women's Artistic Athletes Representative, Oksana Chusovitina.
Oksana Chusovitina, one of the gymnasts here at 43 years of age. There she is, going for her 8th Olympics. She has actually made the vault final, part of the presentation party, next to Nellie Kim. Of course, again, another superstar of the gymnastics world. Olympic and world medalist.
And Coach Wang Liming.
Bronze medalist, the People's Republic of China. Stepping up to collect their medals along with their coach.
Winners of the silver medal, the Russian Federation.
Yeah, the team members. The Russian Federation congratulating them as they step up for their silver medals.
Represented by Lilia Akhaipova, Irina Alexeyeva, Angelina Melnikova, Aliya Mustafina, Angelina Simakova, Daria Spiritonova, and Coach Evgeny Krevenkin.
Stepping up together to receive their applause. Congratulations to the Russian Federation.
Winners of the gold medal and 2018 Women's Team World Champions, the
And a big cheer goes up for the United States of America, gold medalists. They were outstanding. Of course, all 3 sets of medalists now have team places in Tokyo, where there will only be 4 gymnasts in a team. So those selections yet to come, we'll leave that down to the federations. Always a difficult choice, but for the moment, let's celebrate the success of these teams in Doha.
Represented by Simone Biles, Kara Eaker, Morgan Hurd, Grace McCallum, Reagan Smith, Riley McCusker, and Coach Laurent Lundy.
Mustafinat receiving her team medal. Sure, she'll take it home to show her little baby girl. Gymnasts enjoying the moment. Simone Biles. She has her first gold of these championships. I wonder how many more will follow. She has made all of the finals and was ranked first all around, on vault, on floor, on beam, and second on bars in qualification.
Ladies and gentlemen, the national anthem of the United States of America. Doha, show your appreciation for your World Championship medalist.
Well, that concludes the victory ceremony. Congratulations to the United States of America, to the Russian Federation, and to the People's Republic of China. And we will leave you there for now, but please do join us again. We have 4 more days of exciting gymnastics to come. The next couple of days we'll have the men's all-around and the women's all-around finals for the apparatus finals to finish. From everybody here at the International Gymnastics Federation, thank you for joining us, and we'll see you soon in the wonderful world of gymnastics.
Canada, 1, 2, 3, 4 stayed the same. France made the biggest move, and part of that was the big balance beam routine of Marine Boyer jumping up to grab 5th spot. In qualification, they were 7th. But I have to say, all 8 teams, wonderful to see such excellence in gymnastics, and I love the team feeling. We could see the Russian Federation hugging the athletes from Team USA throughout the competition. A few high fives, a few hugs, and smiles all around. And that is what this sport is all about. Mutual respect and admiration for each other. It's just fabulous to see that.
And while the gymnasts are still on stage enjoying the moments, looking back at the scores and the team standing results, less than half a point separating the silver medalists Russians and the bronze medalists Chinese. So great women in their team final today. And again, I said it yesterday, I'll repeat it again today, hats off and thanks to the International Gymnastics Federation for these new rules which allow a very thrilling competition.
There is nothing like head-to-head competition, and I think the athletes were just thriving. Wonderful to see all the coaches working together as well, and of course, thanks to our fabulous judges, we could not hold the World Championships without them.
So again, congratulations to the medalists, congratulations to all 8 teams for a tremendous and very thrilling sports show today. We hope to see you here again tomorrow for the men's individual all-around final at 4 p.m. Once again, men's individual all-around final tomorrow afternoon at 4 p.m. right here in Aspire Academy Dome. So long for now.